What's up, dudes? Max here. I wanted to do a quick update for you guys because there is going to be E3 right around the horizon, as well as a game that most of us are probably looking forward to, much less is a sequel to one of my favorite fighting games over the past few years, which is Mortal Kombat X. There's a really good chance that Mortal Kombat 11 within the next month or so could get announced. We'll see gameplay of it, we'll actually understand the systems and everything about it, and we'll also get exposed to the new and audacious ways that NetherRealm will find to rip human bodies apart. Fatalities, gore, and violence are no new thing to Mortal Kombat, much less they kind of carry the series with their shock factor and value all the way to, well, 2015 when Mortal Kombat X launched. Now, we're in like the perfect time frame for another Mortal Kombat to be announced, and E3 being right around the corner is when it's going to happen, but YouTube is a much different place than it was back in 2015. The adpocalypse happened, several different things have gone where you can't monetize certain things on YouTube anymore, and this has had a profound impact on my own channel, where certain episodes of Boss Rage specifically had to get removed from YouTube because they were actually threatening certain aspects of my channel, even though I had not monetized them. It's crazy, I know. And now Mortal Kombat is going to be making a return, and I have to give a little bit of word of warning to Mortal Kombat content creators, much less anyone else on my channel. Although you won't see a big difference on my channel, there is a big caution I have to put out there for anyone that's on YouTube that is hoping to kind of jump in and be a content creator and hopefully sustain themselves through making videos. It might be a little bit different because the term Mortal Kombat and the games of Mortal Kombat don't exactly get along with YouTube nowadays. YouTube is now run off of a guideline that ads and videos have to be advertiser friendly in order to host ads on videos. This largely doesn't affect many people, as you're just going to watch videos and things aren't really going to change, but for many people that rely on the revenue and the advertising revenue to kind of sustain and keep making stuff, it could have a significant impact because not everything will get flagged, but a lot of stuff is. I made a couple of topics on Twitter over the past week or so, kind of mentioning the fact that whenever I put up a Mortal Kombat video or something that has excessive cursing or anything like that, I get immediately demonetized, and even upon manual review where it's like, well, this is like from a video game and it's no different than the Call of Duties and everything else like that, even though yes, it does have violence, the manual review process is not in the favor of the person creating content anymore, even if it's just as simple as running through an arcade mode and not even doing anything exasperated in terms of like gore, just playing a Mortal Kombat game could actually demonetize videos. The good thing is that it doesn't technically harm the channel like a strike or something like that, but if you do happen to make videos that constantly get this flag, your channel seems to get flagged as well for future stuff. For example, we have a couple of channels with Yo Video Games as well as this one, and Yo Video Games is a lot of stuff between our stream archives and stuff like that, and we do play Mortal Kombat games, all the way to the old Mortal Kombats to the new ones. The Mortal Kombat videos on that channel don't actually get many flags immediately. The ones on this channel do almost all the time. A very large percentage of the Mortal Kombat videos I made back in 2015 to 2017, those videos are in great percentage not monetarily available anymore. Like, you can still watch them, but the opportunity for the person making those videos is now unavailable under the current ad guidelines of YouTube. And I just want to tell you guys that even though Mortal Kombat 11 is a huge game, and I'm going to be widely looking forward to it, and it's not even announced yet, so we can't even really talk about it, but the future of Mortal Kombat on YouTube is going to be tough. And I do have a couple of recommendations for you guys, because making money on this stuff is going to be difficult in the future, just because it doesn't line up with the way YouTube is going from this point forward. A couple of things I've noticed in terms of videos getting immediately demonetized is the term Mortal Kombat. Whether or not it's in the title, it's in the tags. Sometimes videos will just immediately jump on top of that, even though the content that's in the video doesn't really feel or have anything different than any other fighting game. Sometimes just having the tag there will actually hurt it a lot, as well as very specific terms like blood, fatality, and brutality. Three things that are defining aspects of Mortal Kombat. If you use these terms, whether or not it's in a title, whether or not it's in the tags of a video, there is a very good chance that you're not going to be able to make any advertising revenue off of that. And for me, I'm ready to take that hit. I've been lucky enough that I've had such a supportive community between here and Twitch that I don't have to specifically worry the fact that I'm not going to be able to make money on the videos I put up for Mortal Kombat. This entire thing that's been happening with YouTube has struck my channel in ways that I was never expecting it would. on reasons I never expected it would as well, and even upon me talking to people at YouTube, they do say that based on their advertiser guidelines that, yeah, we can't run ads on the majority of your videos. And that is rough. It's a tough pill to swallow, but I've started making videos on this channel, and much less YouTube over the past decade, for the reasons that I've just wanted to share my excitement with fighting games with people and try to teach people new cool things about them, and that's not going to stop me. Like, it'll be great if this stuff does get ironed out in the future, but the biggest word of warning is for content creators out there that don't get to specifically rely on other avenues to make things okay for them in terms of monetization. And that's really, that's the part that hurts, man. There's only so many fighting game creators out there that are over 100,000 subscribers, much less over 300,000 subscribers. Like, you can almost count them on, like, one hand. That is a challenging thing, much less for them, much less for anybody else that is going to be trying to become a content creator on a new Mortal Kombat game. So, it's my word of warning for you guys, and take my advice about being very careful how you title your videos, about what tags you use, about what sort of things you highlight in the videos. If it's a fatality montage, I guarantee you that's going to get dinged immediately by YouTube. And if YouTube is paying more attention to your channel, which they are paying the most attention to mine because I have the wonderful luxury of having the biggest fighting game channel on YouTube, so most of my fighting game videos do get inflated view rates over most others. So YouTube and most of the advertiser practices sort of target my channel in terms of what is okay and what is not. And a lot of stuff, almost all of it that is Mortal Kombat related, is not okay in terms of how you're able to support yourself. So it's my little word of warning. YouTube and Mortal Kombat aren't really getting along, and I hope that can change in the future, especially considering the fact that it's a Warner Brothers game. Warner Brothers does have a big presence on YouTube in terms of, like, multi-channel networks. So I hope that this is something that changes in the future, especially for smaller content creators, but don't expect anything else to change on this channel. A lot of our old movies and the big things we made for Mortal Kombat, I can't make money on anymore, but I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely fine with the fact that I want something to happen and I want it to be the way it is. And I could sacrifice that little bit of money just for the fact that I know what is on YouTube is the way I envisioned it, and that's okay with me. Either way, that's all I got right now. The one thing we haven't really talked about is Mortal Kombat 11, believe it or not, and I think now is the perfect time because we are on the horizon of the next biggest damn fighting game, probably in a very long time. I say almost potentially ever, depending on how big MKXI looks, much less how it's going to be in comparison to Mortal Kombat X. And we should probably definitely consider that because NetherRealm is a studio that actively makes huge upgrades from one fighting game to the next, and we should talk about what we like the most about the previous Mortal Kombats, much less going into MK11, what should change, what shouldn't change, what to be worried about, and what to be excited about, and we'll tackle that in the next video. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.